Have you ever asked an AI for something and the result was, well, kind of disappointing? We've all been there. But what if I told you there's a skill that can completely change that? It's called prompt engineering, and it's literally the key to unlocking an AI's real power so you can talk to it like an absolute pro. Let's get into it.
So here's what we're going to cover in this quick explainer. We'll start with what prompt engineering even is and why it's such a big deal. Then we'll dive into 5 awesome formulas you can start using today. After that, I'll show you how to build your own prompts, and we'll wrap up with how to get good at this.
All right, first things first. What in the world is prompt engineering? Well, it's all about making that shift from asking simple, basic questions to giving the AI really clear and powerful instructions.
At its heart, you can think of prompt engineering as an art form. It's the art of communicating with the machine so it truly gets what you're after. And when it gets what you want, your results get so much better. This isn't about coding or being super technical, it's just about being a great communicator.
Okay, check this out. This is a perfect example of the difference. On the left, you've got your basic prompt. Write me a story about a dragon. You'll get, well, a story about a dragon. But look at the right. That's an engineered prompt. Notice the details? We gave it a role, a creative storyteller. We gave it a format, a 200-word bedtime story. And we gave it a theme, a dragon learning courage. See? You're not just asking anymore. You're directing.
So why bother with all this extra effort? Why does it matter so much? Because a good prompt isn't just a question, it's a roadmap.
Here's the most important thing to remember. AI isn't magic. It's not reading your mind. It's a pattern learning machine, a really powerful one. So the better your instructions, the better your roadmap, the better the AI can follow that pattern and get you to the exact destination you had in mind.
And this is not some abstract, theoretical skill. I mean, you can use this everywhere. Need help with a school project? Done. Stuck on a creative writing piece? Easy. You can use it for coding, for brainstorming business ideas, for creating incredible art, for helping you study. Seriously, it's a game changer.
All right, now for the really fun part. Let's get super practical. I'm going to give you 5 creative formulas that are going to be your go-to toolkit for talking to any AI.
First up, we have the role prompt. This one is so simple but so effective. You just tell the AI who to be. You assign it a persona. Instead of a generic question, you say, act as a motivational coach, or act as a world-class chef, or act as a sarcastic historian.
So why does this little trick work so well? Because you're giving the AI a personality and a whole library of information to pull from. It stops being this neutral, generic machine and instantly becomes an expert in whatever role you gave it. The results you get are way more authentic and focused.
Number 2 is the step-by-step prompt. This one is your best friend when you need something complex broken down. You're telling the AI, hey, don't just give me a wall of text. Organize your thoughts and give this to me in logical steps.
This is awesome because it forces the AI to create a clear, structured output. It's absolutely perfect if you're trying to create a tutorial, a recipe, or a study guide. You get these nice, clean, digestible steps that are super easy to follow.
Okay, formula number 3 is where things get really fun. I call it the creative remix. All you do is give the AI 2 totally random, unrelated ideas and tell it to mash them together. Time travel and cooking? A detective who's also a baker? Let's do it.
This works so well because it knocks the AI off its predictable path. It forces it to find new connections between things, which is exactly how human artists and inventors come up with brilliant ideas. It's an incredible way to brainstorm or break through a creative block.
Our 4th technique is the constraint challenge. Now this one sounds a little backward, but trust me, giving the AI limitations can make it more creative. Tell it to write a poem in exactly 50 words, or a story where the main character can't speak.
So, why does adding rules make it better? Because constraints force the AI to think outside the box. It can't just go for the most obvious, easy answer. It has to find a more clever solution. And just like with human writers, those limits often lead to some really sharp and surprisingly original ideas.
And finally, number 5, the reflective prompt. This one completely flips the script. Instead of asking the AI for answers, you ask the AI to ask you questions. You basically turn it into a brainstorming buddy or a study partner to help you think more deeply.
What's so cool about this is that it changes your relationship with the AI. It's not just a tool for getting quick answers anymore, it's a partner for learning and growth. It helps you think more critically and reflect on things in a totally new way.
Okay, so you have the 5 core formulas.
You've got the toolkit. Now it's your turn. Let's talk about how you can become the engineer and build your own amazing prompts. Whenever you're writing a prompt, just remember the 3 C's. First, clarity. Be super clear and specific. Don't be vague. Second, context. Give it the backstory. Who's this for? What's the goal? And third, creativity. Bring in those awesome formulas we just talked about. Use a role, add a constraint, have some fun with it.
And here you go, a little cheat sheet for you. This is a universal formula you can use for almost anything. Just fill in the blanks. Tell it what role to act as. Tell it what kind of output to create. Give it the key details to include. And finally, tell it what tone or style to use. Simple, right? But incredibly powerful.
At the end of the day, all of this comes down to one simple thing: practice. This is how you make the AI your true creative partner.
And remember, the goal is not to write one perfect prompt on the first try. That's not how it works. It's all about iteration. Try something, see what you get back, and then tweak it. Change one word, add a new constraint, switch up the role, play with it. That's how you really get good.
So there you have it. You now have the tools to go from being a basic user to being a creative director for one of the most powerful tools ever invented. Your AI is ready and waiting for your instructions. So the only question left is, what are you going to create first?